Well, well, well. It's only been a week, but it feels like a month. Josh is sipping the tea. There is much tea
The
to be
coffee,
had.
actually.
Ah, yes, the coffee.
Coffee tea.
When you
No,
have.
it's a mocha hazelnut. I have hazelnut coffee with hot chocolate mix in it.
Oh, okay. I like all of that except for the coffee part. Not, I can never
Really?
do
You
coffee.
don't like coffee?
Nah. I love the way it
I don't like
smells.
straight up. It has to be like mixed in with a whole bunch of shit. I can't just have coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I did have.
yeah.
It's so weird though. Like if I go to a smoothie place or if they do milkshakes, and I can like, and my thing comes off the blender, whatever it is, smoothie or milkshake, and I taste coffee in it from the last person's drink, like the little bit on the blender. I'll be like, "Bleh, it's so gross." Like that's how sensitive I am to it. I hate the taste of coffee, and yet one of my favorite.
Oh, poor Andrew.
I know.
I'm just fucking with you. Sorry.
One of my favorite drinks is a White Russian, which is like coffee liqueur. So
I don't know what that is.
I,
Oh, it's a coffee liqueur. Okay.
yeah, I think it's like vodka, coffee liqueur, and cream. It's the drink made famous by the dude in Big Lebowski. But yeah, it's so weird because I'm like, I hate coffee. That's so gross. Ew, no, not even coffee, ice cream. And then I'll be like, yeah, give me a White Russian, which is like Kahlua, you know. I don't understand.
I've never even heard of that before.
Really? Have you seen the Big Lebowski?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
I think you would like
Every
it.
I I've partially stayed away from it because so many people have made it their entire personality that I found it obnoxious.
Yeah, I think you would
I'm
like
sure
it.
it's a good movie though.
Yeah, it's like it has big Kevin Smith energy actually, which is why I think you might like it.
Mhm.
I didn't like it as much as
I've seen
I
clips
think
of it.
most people do, but I did like it quite a bit, and it's pretty quotable and great cast. I mean, Jeff Bridges, freaking John Goodman, who's Steve Buscemi.
I've seen that clip of John Goodman like losing his shit in a bowling alley
Yeah,
at Steve Buscemi.
yeah. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. I'm
I think so. Like I've seen clips of it. I've seen like on TV actually. I've seen like large clips of it. But what always kind of pushed it away from me is that it honestly feels like a movie with no purpose. It's just kind of from what I watched of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, so like I'm probably very wrong. This is all based off recollections. But when I was watching it, it just kind of felt like a movie with no purpose. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to get out of this. But you know, I have to watch it.
Jimmy says you ain't wrong, but it's still good.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's
All right,
kind
I'll
of
have to give it a shot.
it's kind of like uh slightly more elevated version of like a Seinfeld, where it's like it's not that nothing happens, it's just that the dude is just so blasé about everything that he just kind of meanders through the whole movie while stuff is happening around him, which is an interesting take, and I haven't seen many things like that. But that's one of
So
Jeff.
it's basically Mr. Magoo for adults.
Yes, but he's not inept. He just like doesn't
doddering-
care.
Yeah, he's not blind. That's not why he doesn't care. It's because he genuinely just doesn't care.
He's just so chill. Fair comparison to Seinfeld, says Jimmy. Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like there's stuff happening, but like it's also kind of about nothing as far as his. He has like a driving force, but it's like as far as he is concerned,
Well, it's the dude abides.
all he cares about is his rug, man. I gotta get my rug, man. And then there's like all this crazy shit with like the mob and everything happening around him. It's funny. I want to give it another rewatch. I haven't watched it in like
I'll have to
15 years.
I'll have to give it a watch. Oh my god, know what I just realized? We'll have to wait till next week. Technically,
What?
this was supposed to be our recap for our quarterly quest.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, I know that. I know that I have a lot to talk about. I don't know if we can. We're both tired. I don't know if we can do both.
No, let's focus on the events we both had this weekend,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll do our quarterly quest next week.
Okay.
Because in all honesty, my task for you of watching season 1 of Game Changer, I'd kind of like to rewatch a little bit of it just to get a refresher.
Okay.
On season 1.
Yeah.
But yeah. The other thing I was going to say though, in regards to like Seinfeld, dude. I've tried Seinfeld, also couldn't get into it.
Not my thing either. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
kind of like Friends for me. Like there are parts that I kind of remember fondly, and like it's like the characters are. I don't even want to say interesting. Like it's enjoyable sometimes, but as a whole, like I will never sit down and watch a bunch of episodes of Seinfeld or Friends or, you know. I mean, the Friends just
See,
ripped
I
off
like
Living Color.
Friends.
Oh, Friends is okay.
I like Friends. The reason I don't like Seinfeld is kind of similar to why I never got into. I have to give it more of a shot, but like, It's Always Sunny, as well as like The League, if you remember that show, The League.
No.
And it's mainly just because the joke of it is that all the characters are somewhat shitty, like just a little bit, like
Yeah.
not like full on awful people, but they're just a little bit awful. And I just have never been able to vibe with that style of comedy. I need someone to be good.
Yeah.
Like if there's a character who's shitty and that's the joke of the character, I don't mind that as almost like a token character in that instance of
Sure.
like, this is your token shitty. This is the shit heel of the show. But when every character is a little bit of a shit heel, I just like in Parks and Rec when because Jason Mantzoukas plays I think Rafi in the league, and he also plays the dude who runs the makeup company in Parks and Rec, and he is like the biggest piece of shit, and he's
Okay.
funny because he's only in it for a little bit.
Mm.
I still love that one clip where like they're like trying out his fragrances at his office, and Adam Scott is like spraying it on his neck, and he goes, "Oh, this one's interesting, what's it called?" And he goes, "It's called Insert." He goes, "Why is that?" Because it was inside somebody. And Dennis Feinstein.
Is that
Yeah, that's what it is.
the character's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny because Jason Mantzoukas is extremely Greek.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Well, Mantzoukas. Yeah, It's Always Sunny is. I do like that show. Probably most of any of the shows we're talking about now, but I can't watch it for too long because I'm like, fucking everybody sucks. Like, or like What We Do in the Shadows. Love it, but not for long periods of time because there's no like character growth. Everyone's horrible, and it's funny, and you're just watching people's chaotic lives unravel, and it's like, okay, this it is enjoyable. The writing is really good. My favorite version of this, speaking of John Goodman, right now is actually The Righteous Gemstones. Have we talked about that?
We have, yes. You brought it up because I remember like two of my favorite comedy Bang Bang people are on that show, Tim Baltz and Lily Sullivan.
Oh, nice.
I think Tim Baltz plays one of the sons.
Oh, okay, nice. He's probably Kelvin because the main son is Danny McBride, who wrote the show.
He's like tall and blonde, like
Oh,
kind of nerdy looking.
Yeah. No,
Maybe he's not a son.
He's the sister's, like the daughter of the family's husband. I know who you're talking about. Kind of dopey looking.
You know what? Yeah, he's a little dopey.
Yeah,
looking.
I've seen him in other things that I don't say that to be mean. Sorry, I know you're watching. That he just plays that character.
No, you're fine. I haven't watched it, so it's fine.
No, I was saying.
I'm trying to remember
his actor. I was apologizing to his actor, who I know is watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He plays BJ. Yeah.
BJ. Okay. But that show is so good.
Edie Patterson plays Judy Gemstone, and she is one of my favorite improvisers on Comedy Bang Bang. She has a character called Bean Dip, who's really funny, which I also brought up, I believe, last time when we spoke about this. But yeah.
Yeah, it's great. The chaos of everyone's lives. We were actually just watching it earlier. Still haven't finished it, but it just keeps getting more ridiculous. And it's actually really compelling. And it is chaotic, but everyone has a little bit of, like... They're all very complicated characters, which I like. So nobody's totally good, nobody's totally bad. They're all kind of shitty, but all have some redeeming qualities to them. And I need that, or else I can't get into it.
You know what, Andrew? For as much as we joke about how much we differ on lots of media, we agree on this. Yeah. I am 100% with you. I need someone to root for.
Yeah.
I can't. Not everyone can be a shitheel. Like it's the same thing. I've watched a bit of like Seinfeld. I'm like, oh, that's funny. I watch a bit of The League. I'm like, okay, this is funny for a bit. Then after a minute, it's hard for me to get into it. But.
Yeah.
And I say all that to say I'll have to give The Big Lebowski a shot.
yeah, check that out. Watch the first episode of Righteous Gemstones, especially as a ex-evangelical. It's great because you'll be like, "Yep, this is all." Because they're basically like
sir.
the the Osteens, like the mega church, just like shitty human beings. But yeah, we both have. Well, first of all, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, Josh. Welcome back, everyone. Other than the things that we are going to talk about, how was your week? Was it a week? Was it 2 weeks? I think it was only a week.
It was a week.
Feels like
it was only a week. Yeah, it was only a week. It's just been a long week. I'm fine. Nothing really to write home about. Family and I are going to the beach soon, which will be fun.
Nice.
For
America Day.
I don't give a shit about fireworks, which I'm not looking forward to. Fireworks have been overrated for me for quite some time.
Whoa!
I think
hot take. Do it.
No, it's literally how can I put it? It's like almost like the sunk cost fallacy.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe that's not the right term, but like you drive so goddamn long. Like even if you go to, let's say you go to your local one, right? Let's say it's like 15. You drive to your local park at for the big fireworks show on Memorial Day, 4th of July, whatever the fuck. Get there, 15 minutes, spend another 15 minutes trying to find a place to park. You spend 20 minutes you usually get there super early so that way you can get an okay parking spot. Then you spend 20 minutes just to find a good place to sit to watch the fireworks. Then you wait for 3 hours to watch
right.
Fireworks for a show that lasts maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe 40 if they're going hog wild at the local thing. And then you leave, which takes 4 hours. Okay, maybe an hour to get out of the parking lot because everyone's fucking leaving.
Yeah, and drunk.
So for me, it's one of those ones where it's like I get it, they're pretty, but it's not like a 6-hour endeavor pretty for me. Like it's not worth the amount of time that it takes to go watch a goddamn fireworks show.
Yeah, I've been really lucky. I'm with you on that. I don't go places to watch fireworks. This sounds really. I don't go to the fireworks. I make the fireworks come to me.
They come to me, lovey.
And I can't make this. I can't make the joke that I want to make because I haven't revealed certain information to you yet. I've been really lucky. Like my dad's side of the family lives in like a little nothing town called Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. It's outside of Pittsburgh. For some reason, they have the second biggest 4th of July events like in the whole country. So. A lot of it is like, redneck 1776, brother, them good old boys blowing off their hands with fireworks. But like, it is kind of infectious as much as I hate, most of what this country represents. I love the spectacle of a good fireworks show. And I've been really lucky because where my dad's place is right on the corner on this bridge where everyone in the town comes to go sit and watch the fireworks because it's right next to the stadium where they shoot them off. So my whole life, every time I go, I usually go out every year for the 4th, and my whole life I've just been able to like walk outside, sit on the bridge like 20 feet away, watch like really, really good fireworks because rednecks do fireworks well, and shit pops off, then we just go back inside and it's great. I can't wait to see what happens this year because this one year somebody hit a transformer looking not an Optimus Prime but like an electrical transformer, and it just like the sky was green. I thought it was like shit turned into
That's
like
rednecks, man.
It turned into redneck Aurora Borealis, and it was just like wah, 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 wah. It was just like a horrid sound across the whole sky, fireworks and like electricity, and it was like, oh my god, everything got shut down. Every fire department and ambulance in the state rushed in there. They fixed everything up. They announced like, okay, we're gonna get started again. And then I remember that was a kid, so I was like 8 years old, and we were waiting. I was being so impatient, and I was like, watch, they're gonna set this all up and then do it a second time. Guess what happens a second time? They killed Megatron this time, and then just fucking again the sky just it was insane.
Rednecks are stupid, man.
Somebody is losing a hand this year, I guarantee it. And everyone's got like, because you can go to like West Virginia, which is like 20 minutes away from there, and get like the stuff that's illegal in Pennsylvania, buy it, bring it back, and just launch freaking mortar cannons from your backyard, which everyone does there. Oh God, what could possibly go wrong?
Our neighbor, like the first year we moved here, which actually this is our only second 4th of July in this house, so we'll find out. Well, we won't find out. My mother-in-law will find out because she'll be watching the house for us. But like freaking, they were shooting off those cannons in their backyard, which is stupid as fuck because we're in like a like it's like a basically not a cul it's basically a development where like we're near. It is like there's houses very close by. They were maybe 50 feet away from their house. Like Damn. It was really like they were not far enough away at all, and they're shooting off these giant things. I'm like, why is there explosions above our head? It's because they're fucking firing off.
Why did my windows bust in?
And I'm pretty sure they were drunk, so I'm a little cranky about it. It's weird, though, because they are the quietest neighbors otherwise, but this one time they fucking shot off a fuck ton of fireworks.
Yeah. I have a set of neighbors like
that.
Which
I don't think they're going to... I hope they don't do again, because our other neighbor on the other side of them is a state trooper, so, like, I'm sure he's had a word to say about it.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's funny. Well, yeah, 4th should be interesting this year. You said... I forget if you said this on or off, but you guys going to the beach. That's cool. I got to see fireworks when I was in somewhere south. I think Florida, or maybe it was Georgia. I forget if I was in Savannah or St. Augustine. St. Augustine is such a cool town. It's like a pirate town. And I went out on a boat, and all these people came out on boats, and they were all shooting fireworks off all around us, which was cool. Which that also reminded me one time, two mutual friends of ours that you know, that I won't name, we were in our prime. We would go and like climb buildings all the time. And I
know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So one time, this was one of the coolest, most anime moments ever. We climbed our high school, sat on the very top of the building, which is one of the tallest buildings in the town, and we sat. It was on the 4th of July. We sat back to back to back in a triangle and just watched fireworks just go off all around us. It was so sick. I wish I could have had like a drone footage of that, like, because I know we looked cool silhouetted against the fireworks in the sky. Like I was just playing like some flow song, you know, like some anime ass opening song. Yeah. Well, that's future stuff. This past weekend, we both went to some gaming events. We talked a little bit off mic. Did. I think you said you had probably way less to say than me, so I will hold off on my ridiculous, insane, amazing stories and good news to share from EVO in favor of, I guess we could talk about too many games.
Well, no. I figured save the best for last.
Totally.
Mine's going to be maybe 15 minutes, maybe. I'm expecting yours to be like 2 to 3 hours.
Yep, 2 to 3 days.
So no, I went to too many games over the weekend. Took my cousin, who's 13, to his first gaming convention.
Wow.
That was kind of cool to see his reaction. It was kind of interesting. On Saturday, he looked like a deer in headlights, man. Like it was just like, he just didn't know what to take it. Sunday he loosened up a lot, and he was just like a lot more like, oh, this is like, he was really kind of taking it all in and that kind of stuff. So it was cool to see his reaction to it. But yes, went to too many games.
I do.
And like this little thing, this is actually like their, because all the stuff is mainly on the app, but like this is like their little, like, what is it, event guide, and it's a cool little fold out thing from this tiny little like card, this plastic card.
Nice.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like the size of a playing card.
Yeah, just kind of
looks like you're ready to do a magic trick.
Then, I know, right?
Yeah. Whoa. Nice. What was the? Do they do a theme every year, like a game theme?
Yeah. So every year, this year was Pikmin.
Oh, okay.
You can kind of see like there's a little Pikmin. Behind the cats.
Yeah. Okay.
This year was Pikmin. Previous years they've done like Star Fox or What was last year? I don't remember.
They did.
What another year was like Animal Crossing. Another
Yeah,
year was Sonic. Another year was
they did Jet
uh,
Set Radio once.
Earthbound. They did well. So for years they had two different themes: one for the main con and one for the final boss package.
Right.
The final boss package was the Jet Set Radio one. I think
Yeah.
I gave you the Jet Set Radio bag from that, didn't I?
I don't.
Did I?
I think you might have said you were going to, but I don't know if you ever did. I'll have to look, but I don't think
I
so.
don't. I don't remember anymore. Um,
Was the crazy taxi guy
but
there?
yeah, so I didn't see him, but I know he was there because
Okay.
I know there was people who took there was YouTubers who got videos with it.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Um,
For those who don't know too many games, there's a guy, I guess, in the area who has a car that looks like the crazy taxi, and he basically cosplays in a really, really bad green wig. He cosplays Axel, the green haired guy from Crazy Taxi, and drives people around. That's so cool. Probably with Offspring, All I Want on repeat, which they just posted probably because of the new game coming out. The Offspring posted a picture posing with another car that looks like the Crazy Taxi, and I was like, that's so cool that they're like embracing that part of their legacy.
um, so yeah, they did. What is it? It was pretty fun though. It was a good time. Like, I'm still trying to get used to what the con has become. I do kind of miss what it was pre-COVID. Um,
Ah,
and it's not and COVID didn't do anything to change it. I think the con would have become what it's become no matter what. But it is a lot more corporate than it used to be. It's a
really?
lot more like yeah, because it's focused mainly on voice actors and content and YouTubers.
Mm,
And the YouTuber thing is fine because like I understand that there's an element of that I'm going to age out of as I'm not into the same YouTubers that younger gamers are into. There's
mm,
going to be more of a focus on bringing the younger gamers to the convention, and they still had content creators for me. Pat Contry was there, AVGN was there, Scott the Waz, even though he's kind of like a bridge, I would say, between old school gaming YouTube and current gaming YouTube. Um, so there was some, but Scott the Waz was outrageously popular. I didn't even
mm.
bother going into his line. I'm also like I like his stuff, but I don't watch every video of his. I wouldn't consider myself like a giant fan. I enjoy what I've seen.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like the con has kind of become a lot more corporate feeling. Like it autographs are $60 minimum a piece
Oof.
for almost everyone. Like Nolan North was there, David Hayter was there
Nice.
again, Cam Clark.
Yeah.
Lots of cool people, like lots of amazing voice actors, but all the panels are focused on like this is the Metal Gear Solid voice acting panel. Like I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Like I can see that in almost any convention. I want to see stuff that's like no other like other conventions don't do.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of used to be. There used to be a really fun thing of like little game history like panels and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I understand that's very much me. That's my interest. So I get it. Like I'm not saying it should be only that. I would just like to see more of a balance because right now it just feels so corporate. I mean, it's like $70 for just Saturday now.
Whoa.
Like
That was like the cost of the whole thing before. Like last time I went, I
yeah,
think.
it's really expensive to go now. I was lucky that I got a discount from my cousin and I's tickets, so that was really nice.
Nice.
So it actually, I guess it does. I can say Gilmer because I don't know. Gilmer is a volunteer there, so I was able to use he was nice enough to help, not like in a scummy way. They allow that for their volunteers to like have a certain number of like friends and family discounts type
Yeah.
of thing. So
That's cool.
that that was really nice of him. So that was cool. But like, yeah, I miss what it was back in like 2016, 2017, 2018. Like I always felt like that was like such a nice sweet spot of like decent sized YouTubers, um like small, medium and large YouTubers were all there. Like it had like a nice mix of everything. I think really kind of where it went down for me. So they used to have this thing called the final boss package, which they still do.
Yeah.
It was originally like standard access to the convention, which I remember when I first went, it was like I think like $40 for the weekend. Like 10 years ago, it was like
Whoa.
$40 for the whole weekend. Now it's like over 100 for the full weekend.
Yeah.
but for a couple of years, like the final boss package was $100, but you would get admittance for 3 days, a T-shirt, a duffel bag, or like a satchel bag type of thing, and then there was an after party, a VIP after party where you could get like exclusive access to like the guests that were going there, and you could hang out and party with them and mingle. And I thought that was a really cool idea. And then they started planning their big, like, on the night of the VIP party, they started planning their like the big Screenwave party, which Screenwave is the company that kind of runs Too Many Games. It's AVGN's company, that kind of thing. And so all the content creators would go to the Screenwave party. So they hosted two parties on the same night. One for the VIP, where there was a musical act that you could see, and then the other was for literally all the con staff, the staff, the vendors, the guests, all that other stuff. So of course they all went to that because that's like the bougier part. That's the nicer party. And I was just kind of like, dude, like what did I pay for then? I paid a bunch of extra money for a VIP party to hang out with the guests, and none of them are here because they're all at your other fucking party.
Right, at the extra VIP party that we can't get in.
And I was just so mad about it. I'm like, why even charge me for this? So ever since then, it's still fun. Like, I still enjoy going. I just every year I go now, I lament a little bit about like what it used to be versus what it is now, which now I'm just learning to accept it for what the new version of it is. It's not the thing I loved 10 years ago. It's something new. I just have to get used to it. And I'm just enjoying it for what it is now, which is a great con for me to catch up with friends that I've met through the podcast. I got to hang out with Dan Greenberg from Winter Ion Game Studios, Winter Ion Game Studios. Got to chat with Pat Contry a little bit. Like, I wouldn't consider him like a friend, but like we're friendly enough. Like, he remembers me from previous years, and we chat a little bit, so that's really cool.
Nice.
I see our mutual friend Casey there every year, which is always fun. So Casey was there, and then it's just a fun time to hang out with friends and meet up with people. And maybe next year when because I don't think I'll be able to afford to pay for tickets every single year.
Yeah.
But if I go again and I go solo, maybe I'll be able to actually hang out with people, because I had to leave Saturday at like 6:00 to get home in time to drop my cousin off and everything, and he was just kind of done, and I'm like, man, I could keep going, but I also don't want to keep him here for another 2 hours just for me to like putz around. So
it's
so the last What? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, you brought up Casey, and he messages me every single year to ask if I'm going to Too Many Games. And this year he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna ask me if I'm going to Too Many Games," but instead he just asked if I had seen Toy Story 5 yet. And I was like, "No, not yet. I mean, probably going to, but." Yeah, I don't.
That's really funny
because we hardly ever talk anymore. It's just so funny. Every now and then, like, he'll send me something Mortal Kombat related. I'll send him something Tekken related that I think is cool. And then, but yeah, it was so funny. I was like, I know what you're gonna say, Casey. It's about Too Many Games. And he was like, Nah, have you seen Toy Story 5? Well, I guess he said it was pretty good. So, there's a
recommendation. That's really funny. Out of the blue too.
Yeah, I know.
My pickups, though, real quick, and then we can talk about EVO, the amazing event you got to go to. I saw on like Facebook and stuff, you met some amazing people like within the first like couple hours. You were there
in the hotel, in the hotel lobby checking in, which I met a very important person that day, and I will share that in a second. But yeah, what are your pickups, and how much did you haggle?
I haggled $20.
Okay, that's good.
Actually, I don't have too many stories, so that one of the reasons I said this was going to be shorter. One, if I didn't go on the rant about missing Too Many Games, it would have been even shorter. But it was funny. So it was my cousin's first convention, and he wanted this amiibo set of like this Minecraft amiibo set, and the guy wanted $20 for it. And he's like, "Man, I don't want to spend 20." I'm like, "You can haggle with him." And he's like, "Nah, that you don't do. That's not nice. You don't haggle. That's rude." I'm like, no, they expect haggling. Like you
Yeah.
don't lowball them, but you can haggle.
Right.
He's like, no, that's mean. You don't He said that's
That's
mean. That's a
mean.
verbatim quote.
And you're like, let me show you how the master does it.
That's mean. I'm like, "Dude, really okay. And I asked him, would you like me to haggle? He goes, could you? I'm like, yeah. So I when the vendor comes over, I go, could you do 15 on this? And they go over to the owner, and the guy's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I talked him down $5.
Nice.
$5.
$5. What was the first time you did that? Because that became like
I
a
don't
running
remember.
thing. I talked him down. $5.
$5. Well, then
God.
I got 2 games. Well, first, the thing that I did not haggle, because I don't think you could really haggle on this price. I got a DVD of the video game years signed by Pat Contry. This is for the years 1986 through 87.
Okay.
I've talked about the video game years on here before, I believe.
Possibly. I may need to refresh, though.
It's a YouTube series that was done by Pat Contry and had a lot of like retro gaming YouTubers from like the early YouTube days, like 2010 through like 2014. I would say like gaming YouTube, like retro gaming YouTube from that era. So AVGN, Pat Contry, Eric Lappy from Let's Get, well, let's see who Pixel Dan, Rue of 16-Bit Gems, Brent Black, GameSack, who's still going, Chris Kohler, Aaron Hansen, Eco Raptor,
Yeah.
Gamester, Bob Mackey from Retronauts, Lance Cortez and John D'Elia, who ran RetroWare, and now they actually run Retro World Expo up in Connecticut. That's the con they run. So yeah, lots of cool people. But I always kind of I tell people, because periodically listeners of the podcast will like mention that like they like the video game history, like how like I basically just I don't know if they've ever flat out asked, but I always kind of vibe that they're like, how do you kind of like, where do you start learning about game history? And I always tell people, really great resource just to like dip your toe into it without having to be like nitty gritty or anything. The video game years on YouTube, because it's like it goes year by year, and they just pick a whole bunch of games from, I think they started in like 1977, they go to like 1989, and it's like 13 different years, and like each episode for each year is like 45 minutes. Like it's a long it's like a long video, and they just go through a whole bunch of games. They go through tons and tons and tons of games, and it's stuff that you would expect, stuff that you wouldn't expect, and it's just a really fun and engaging way to kind of look at game history as the games evolved. And the way it's filmed is like in that VH1 I love the 80s style. Video. It's genuinely like really impressive, like super impressive for like 2012 YouTube.
Yeah. Nice. I feel so bad. I only recognize like 2 of those names that you said.
Which ones?
AVGN and Aaron Hansen. Yeah.
You know who Pat Contry is, though.
I know the name.
Pat the NES punk.
Yeah.
Brent Black is Brentalfloss.
Oh, okay.
Remember Brentalfloss?
I know the name. I don't think I've watched much of their content.
And Game Chasers, which rest in peace, Billy. But yeah, So I got that, and then I got for the Nintendo 64, Andrew, Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, you had never had that.
I've never had. I barely even played it, so I had to get it.
It's good.
The system.
It's got some cool mechanics that differ from Mario Kart 64. Like when you go over boost pads, you get a little extra boost if you let go of the accelerator, which I think is kind of cool. It's a little bit of like a little, obviously you want to just hold A the whole time to go faster, but it's like there's a little bit of strategy to like, let off once you hit the boost, and then you get like a double boost. It's cool. Great characters, great music. Oh my god, I listen to that soundtrack all the time. It's fun.
I'm gonna have to
cool
give
story
it.
mode
I'm
too.
excited to play it. And the last game I got, only because it's one of the only ones I don't have, Mario Kart 7.
Oh, okay, nice.
So not a crazy haul. I only went in with like $60 to spend, and I spent 20 on this, and then these 2 would have been, what would it have been? 50, I want to say, because one was 20, one was 30, and so I asked them to do like $5 off of each, so I did 40 for both, and they're like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
So.
Talked them each down $5.
I talked him down $10.
$10. I said each. That's cool.
So,
Any other?
That's pretty much my
highlights?
experience.
Any
Not
favorite
not
moment?
too many other highlights. What? Sorry.
I just said like highlights or like a favorite moment.
Honestly, just seeing my cousin not understand haggling was really funny to me.
That's funny. That's
I
cool. You
thought
got
it was really cute.
introduce.
It was very wholesome.
Cons to him. Yeah, totally. You can't do that. That's mean.
And that's me. It's so fun. I'm not like asking it for like $1.
Right.
Like, come on. No, I would say like just go. I got to see 2 different panels, one from Pat Contry and one from Zofar, who I've showed you. I think I've rated his stream a few times. I don't know if I've taken you to Zofar's stream or not. Zofar is the founder of Zofar's Domain, which was an old emulation ROM site. Oh, it didn't host ROMs. What it was that it was kind of like an aggregate for emulation, because back in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was a lot more wild westy. Like, it was a lot harder to know and learn how to, like, which emulators worked, how to get them to work. Some emulators would only work with, like, there's some emulators that worked but didn't have sound, type of thing. So his website, Zofar's Domain, was like a repository for all of it. It coagulated all of these different emulators into one location and gave you tips and tricks on how to operate them. It didn't really house any illegal ROMs, and any ROMs it did house was legal, from what I remember him telling me. And yeah, so he did a panel of kind of about like the early days of emulation, and he also did a panel. In his panel, he has a guy named ZS Knight or ZS Knight. He is the guy that made the emulator ZSNES, the emulator ZSNES or ZSNES, because he's Canadian. And he made ZSNES. It was the best emulator at the time. It was written in like apparently like machine programming, like not like basically programming. What's the word? Not Java. Not, I forget what the language is called. Is it machine
Python?
language? Whatever. It's not Python. No. Because it's whatever the assembly language. That's the word I'm looking. I think it was written in like assembly language, which is like directly interacting with the pieces versus like other programming languages interact with like through an interface through a computer and other stuff. So ZSNES was like the fastest Super Nintendo. Like, it was the highest quality Super Nintendo emulator for a while. And then he just kind of stopped. And then 20 years later, he like chatted up with Zofar, and they've hit it off. And he got the itch after Zofar interviewed him to talk about like his work on the ZSNES emulator. And then after that interview, he kind of started getting the itch, and he just released a few months ago the Super ZSNES emulator.
Nice.
And it's like, it does some crazy things. It's not just your run-of-the-mill emulator. It can, from my understanding, it won't work with every game. It only works with like optimized games for like. Let me clarify. The emulator itself, just bare bones emulation, works with every Super Nintendo game. But there's enhancements you can run that are only optimized for specific games. Like the Super Nintendo, the way it works with sound is that it's sample based, versus like NES and Game Boy and those two. They were like more. They made sounds from a sound chip. This is like samples that it's like compressed to hell to fit on a Super Nintendo cartridge and then played back through the sound chip. So that's why like on Super Nintendo, like you can hear like organ and strings. It just sounds a little off. You know what I mean? Or like in Mega Man, you can hear the guitar, but the guitars sound a little bit weird because they're compressed so much.
Yeah, it's kind of crunchy.
So the Super ZSNES emulator uncompresses those audio files. And you can hear the original audio the way it was supposed to be.
That's cool. I just heard the uncompressed voice lines from Star Fox 64, which is so weird to hear.
Right? I guess, isn't it just it's not.
Yeah, that might have been part of that like Giga Leak or whatever, but it was like, check this out, this is gonna blow your mind. And instead of hearing it's like, do a barrel roll. It's like, whoa, I can hear the human in there, like in the booth recording it.
So let me just double check. So key features: far more accurate CPU and audio cores to the original than the original emulator. GPU powered PPU core to allow for high res mode 7, and super per game enhancement special features. The super enhancement engine, that's what it is. High resolution, not just an auto upscaler, but an internal drawing program is used to make sure that the higher resolution details can be manually drawn to look nice and crisp. Over You can overclock the games. Widescreen, where available, we enable widescreen whenever the game is internally coded to support partial or full widescreen. And then uncompressed audio replacement, we curate and pick uncompressed audio samples to replace original highly compressed audio samples. So like, okay, so it's not the original that it's decompressing. It basically, they have like really high quality samples that are replacing, and you're getting as close as possible to the original. And then apparently 3D, currently only supported on one perspective style, mode 7, replaces tiles with 3D height map data. And all of the enhancements can be disabled to suit your play style.
Wait, yeah, I think I have heard about that.
So yeah, it's crazy what they're doing. It's nuts.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a really cool panel. So it was a great time, man. It was, like I said, I miss what the con used to be, but this was, I think, the first year where I kind of felt like I can see it becoming something else that I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it for what it is now a little bit more. So it was a good time.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't gone in a while, but I've been dying now that I have a little more disposable income. Well, I did before this last trip I took.
Not now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
what could you be talking about,
What
Andrew?
could I have possibly be hinting at with anything right now on my person? Yeah, but I'd like to go back to Too Many Games. I always like, it is more of like an expo, like, you know, it's a huge room of just people selling games and gaming paraphernalia. But yeah, I always like to go to some panels. There was a really good Super Sentai panel there one year in like 2015 or something, and I loved it.
For Too Many Games?
Yeah, Too Many Games, which is so funny. I was like, I mean, there are quite a bit of Super Sentai and Power Rangers, I guess, video games. Well, they talked about other stuff too, like VR Troopers and Metal Heroes, and even I think it was a Tokusatsu in general. So panel. So there was a little bit of Godzilla in there too, but yeah, mostly Sentai, which is funny. Nice. Well, if I can't afford to go to EVO again next year, and they're on the same weekend, maybe I'll do Too Many Games next year. Holy crap. Okay. I have something big to drop, but I think I'll just tell you highlights in chronological order, because it'll make the drop a little more
make the drop more droppy.
It'll drop the drop harder than it's ever been dropped before. It's dropping good. And I can
dropping real good.
I can get this much vocal fry because I've been yelling and screaming all weekend. So yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've always wanted to go to EVO. I love fighting games. Oh my god, I want to be into them more. I should probably focus more on certain ones than try to play all of them at a competitive level. But I was feeling like a bit of imposter syndrome going into it, because I was like, man, I'm not like at XYZ level, or like, you know, I've never gone before. I've never been too active in the community. But then I went back and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? No, fuck you, Nega Andrew in my head. I've been in the FGC since like 2002, maybe. The first time I heard about a Super Smash Brothers Melee tournament, I was like, wait, people like do tournaments for video games? And I remember my cousin and I entered. We didn't do very well, but it was super fun, and just going to see everyone there for the same thing, playing at a competitive level, and just seeing stuff like that you've never seen before in a video game, like because this was before online. So everyone has their little pockets of friends that they would play video games with, but going to a tournament where there was just dozens of people there to compete at, do their very best and like training for it. I remember like that summer, it was like all we would do was play Melee, like leading up for it. And that's not even my favorite Smash, but it was the current one. And going in there and seeing that, I think was what really like unlocked that for me. But then like, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate on the original Xbox Live, like getting to play that online, doing tournaments and stuff for that, continuing to be into Smash, getting into like Mortal Kombat at a high level at conventions and stuff. I've won, but like I've placed before in like pretty major convention tournaments, for Mortal Kombat 9 and even X the next year. I got second and third respectively, and that was cool. But I was like, this is EVO. Like this ain't your local tournament, or even
this
a
ain't
convention.
Your granddaddy's video game tournament.
Yeah, well, it kind of is, because it's like one of the oldest. But it's like the one. It's the one. Like there's not a higher level of. I call it my Super Bowl for a reason. It's not just my interest level. Like that's the peak. There is no higher level than EVO, and so I was going in with like some imposter syndrome. I was going in with some, and Polisa was too, because she's like, she likes them, she plays them, we play them together. But for the most part, it's ones I've gotten her into. And she's like, oh, I just feel like it's gonna be like, oh, everyone's gonna be like, oh wow, fake gamer girl, what you play
dude bros.
Yeah, but it was so welcoming, and I have been to, we both have been to like tournaments before where it's like actually really welcoming. There's like a huge level of diversity, like ethnically, gender wise, and like they've all for the most part been really welcoming. It's online that it tends to be, it can tend to be more toxic.
Well, it's when people hide behind their online alias where they feel invincible.
Sure,
that's all it is.
Yeah, shout outs to Invincible Versus, another fighting game I played that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but it was just as a whole so welcoming to both of us. I got in conversations with so many people. Handed out my little business card, because I forget if I told you, but like I didn't.
Yeah, no, you didn't have the line ready, so you had a business card advertising the merch line.
Yeah, like teasing that, and a lot of people like responded really well to that. They were like, "Oh my god, this is sick! Like I've wanted this," and I'm like, "Yeah, like hit me up on there. Like let me know what fighting game merch or gaming merch in general is missing, because I'm like, I'm the designer, so like I want to make stuff that I can't buy, so I want to make stuff for people who like fill in the gaps of what's not out there. But yeah, so that was more of a general overview. Everything was awesome. Now chronologically, we get there. First of all, don't fly Frontier. Oh my god. Or if you do, get the disruption protection, because I did, and we were a little bit delayed the first time, but on the way back, like today, like you texted me like, oh yeah, I'm almost ready, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I thought it was Monday. I was like, I was gonna call off the stream. I was like, I can't do main quest Monday. I'm just so freaking tired, because we were in transit all day, several hour delay, and it's the most.
Wait, did you just get home today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, we could have canceled this if you wanted to.
No, I know, I didn't want to. Yeah, we were supposed to get in at like 6:30 a.m. It wasn't even until like into the afternoon that we got home. So we rested for a few hours before the stream started. But we're also like on West Coast time, so like when 8 o'clock rolled around, it felt like 5 o'clock. So I was like, oh yeah, I got plenty of time. And then you're texting me like, hey, I'm just about ready. I'm like, oh my god, it's Tuesday. But yeah, so cramped into a freaking sardine can of a plane. Super delayed. I did get that protection though for the disruption, so I may be getting one of the like tickets back, like, or one of the trips back. So like friggin' $1,000, like, because it's just expensive.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we're flying across the country, so. Oh god. Yeah, they were like just under 500 a piece for me and Polisa. So to be able to get that back will be super sick. So I applied. I got an email that was like, "Hey, your thing was delayed. Do you want to apply for a refund?" And I was like, "Sure." And they're like, "We will let you know in a few days." So let's everyone fingers crossed. Lend me your energy, spirit bomb that it comes through, because shit's expensive. Anyway, we get there. We're exhausted. It's 110 degrees there, by the way, when we land last Thursday.
And you came home to a heat wave
Another
too. It's
freaking heat
100
wave.
degrees here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. So we were like exhausted, dehydrated, out in the freaking desert heat. And we finally get to the hotel. And in the line of the hotel to check in, I meet a legendary member of the FGC, a man called Tasty Steve. If anyone has ever entertained watching any high level video game fighting game tournaments, you've like EVO, you've probably heard his voice. He's like the guy for fighting game commentary. So run into him and another guy who's like handle I don't remember, but his first name is Terry. Shout outs to Steve and Terry.
Shout out to Terry.
Shout out to Terry. Which I'll never forget because there's a prominent fighting game character named Terry Bogard. And it was funny because
King of Fighters, right?
Yeah, very good. Are you okay? Every time I see a Terry cosplayer, because that's his catchphrase is "Are you okay?" I'm like, Terry, are you okay?
Are you okay,
Like,
are you okay, Terry?
Terry, are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay, Terry? You've been hit by Branagh. You've been struck by a smooth King of Fighters.
Yeah, because that's so funny because it's like Terry always asks people if they're okay, but does anyone ask if Terry's okay? But yeah, so like I had my back to them, and Police was facing me, and she said to Steve like, "Oh, yo, I like that Yu Yu Hakusho shirt," and I like turned to look, and he was wearing one, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Tasty Steve," and he was like, "Oh," Police was like, "Oh, you know each other?" And I was like, "No, I know him. He does not know me." And he was super gracious, and I got a picture with him, and we're talking. It's a long line. It's a big event. Everyone's checking in at the same time, so we're talking for a while. There's this drunk ass white girl in between us who has no idea where she even is. She'll come back later. We're talking and stuff, and I had brought my shadow box of EVO Moment 37, which is this thing here, that legendary clip. I don't know if you can see. It is signed.
I can see it.
Okay. It is signed by Justin Wong and Daigo Umehara, who were both players of in this match. So they were both there. Got to meet them. Got pictures with them. Or no, I didn't get a picture with Justin because I just caught him on the floor. But on the back, I was like, anyone else that I run into that has encouraged or inspired me, or that I recognize, I want them to sign the back of it. So you can see I've got like 5 or 6 signatures on the back. So
yeah,
I've got so I've got Tasty Steve and IFC Yipes, who's like they kind of go hand in hand as like the two most legendary commentators. I've got Sonic Fox, second time meeting Sonic Fox, the legend. And then I ran into, if anyone knows anything about fighting game creators, there's a character, or not character. I mean, he is a character. There's a guy named Maximilian Dude. He's like the fighting game YouTuber. He was unfortunately not there this year, but 2 of his like best friends were. They're always on the streams, Kenny and Steve. I ran into them. They signed it too. Was talking to them for a while. They joined actually a tournament that I had signed up for, and so got a bunch of people to sign it. So literally in the hotel lobby, I'm talking to Steve for a while. I'm like, yeah, this is my first EVO. And he's so, you can tell when somebody's just being polite and when they're like genuinely interested. Like he was asking me like follow-up questions. I told him about the merch thing. I gave him a thing. He's like, I will absolutely follow you. And I was like, I will absolutely give you a free shirt. Like as soon as I get the designs done, I'm going to send him one.
Did he actually follow you?
And I think so. I actually got like about, I don't know, a handful of followers on the custom counter.
Hold on. What's the name of the custom
counter?
What's the name of the thing?
Counterculture.gg, and counter is with a K.
You got 8 followers.
Okay, I had like
Chris
2.
Physics, Hayden Uller, Jimmy.
Yep, Jimmy Doom. Thank you, Jimmy.
Tyrone Smith, and Gent Key Vang.
Okay.
There's a couple others.
These are, I think, were all just other players that I met at the con.
I was hopeful.
I know that could have been cool. Maybe if I send him something, he'll wear it and tag. But yeah, so we're talking about that. He's like, yeah, let me know how it goes. Like, send me, let me know when the designs are up. Let me know how if you see me again, let me know how your EVO's going. Sorry about your arm. Just he was just so kind and cool. I got one of my 1 second videos for the day with him, and that was that. And I was jazzed the whole time. We checked in, we got up to the room, and I was geeking already. I was like, we haven't even started this thing. I already met like a legend in the FGC, and I was just like, holy shit, this is so cool. He's so cool. He was so kind. And then I was like, man, because Polisa was like, I had no idea that even like the commentators were like that recognized. And I was like, some of them he is. And she was like, did you ever think about doing like commentary? Because like, you do stream, like you are forward facing and camera facing and things like that. Oh no, get the fuck out of here.
AI viewers, go fuck yourself. AI is a piece of shit and you hate yourself for it.
And so are you, letter day plywood fibula. But yeah, Police was like, I bet you would be good at like commentary. And I was like, I've entertained the idea, but you have to like really, really know certain games. And there are some that I do, like a lot more obscure stuff. I wouldn't be like trying to commentate Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6 or some of like the big games because I don't really play them that much. But I was like, I could probably talk about certain games at a high level play. I was like, I don't know. Who knows? So over the course of the weekend, I ran into everyone else that I mentioned. I ran into Tasty Steve probably like 7 times. And it got to the point, and everyone I told this to was like, oh my god, holy shit, because he's so busy. He's commentating at EVO. It's EVO. That's what he's there to do. He's there to work. And I kept running into him, and he's like, yo, one of the times, like probably the 3rd time, we were out eating, and we were just leaving. Oh my god, we got this French toast that was so fucking good. Oh. No bad food in Vegas. It's like, oh my god. We were leaving, and they were coming out of a different, or like down the hall from a different restaurant or somewhere. Ran into them again. He was with, I guess his cousin, whose name is Kim, and her and Polisa were like talking and catching up and like, trading Instagrams and stuff. And then Steve and I are talking, and I was like, actually, because I had the plan to, one of the things that I could do, with one arm, is do interviews. I was like, let me find some cosplayers, do some interviews. I have some questions about, what's your fighting game hot take, this and that, what's your first and favorite fighting game, etc. I've done that at anime cons. And so we were about to go back and start, because we had a break in between stuff that we wanted to see, and I was like, yeah, let's go interview some people. So we're talking to Steve and his cousin, and I was like, actually, Steve, do you have like a second maybe to do like a quick interview? Like, I have like 6 questions for you. I had 10, but the first ones for the cosplayers were cosplay related. And he agreed, and I got to interview Tasty Steve. Like,
let's go.
Which is so sick. And so like if for a solid, like, I tried not to take too much time, but he kept talking and being so engaging and interesting, as he does. He's a professional and a scholar and an incredibly like jovial and engaging person. And we talked for like almost 20 minutes. So stay on the lookout for that. I've still got to, edit it and post that on the YouTubes and stuff. But obviously I just got home. So I was like, oh my God, this is so sick. I got to, meet Tasty Steve. He signed the thing. Getting to talk about all this stuff. Then we run into him again. Then we do the interview. It's so cool. We're like, all right, cool. That's so cool. Oh my God, Tasty Steve. I ran into him like 2 more times. Like, it was 7. I think I counted 7 times throughout the whole weekend.
Wow.
Maybe like 5th time after that, I was like, okay, something is going. I was like, I swear I'm not following you. And Polisa was like, I don't know. She's a little more woo-woo than me. She's like, I don't think this is happening for no reason. She's like, what do you think about like going to like, because we have some fighting game like local stuff here. She was like, what if you just went to like one of our local ones and just saw if they needed commentary, like just to try it out. Like it's not like you have to, it's not a monetary, upfront cost or anything to do it. It's just like, hey, do you want to, and I was like, maybe I will. That sounds cool. I will. Or like, who knows? I don't know what kind of, opening I'll get that will let me do that. But yeah, so we're talking about this. The time comes for the tournament day, which is Saturday, is most of the tournaments. Then all the finals for the big games are on Sunday, and so Saturday comes around. I have to withdraw from Guilty Gear and Street Fighter because those are, I play on the fight stick, and I can't do that with my arm. And I stayed in on Power Stone and Dead or Alive because I could kind of awkwardly hold a controller.
Yeah.
I'm happy to report that I did not go 0-2, which is because everything's double elimination. So you get 2 losses before you're knocked out. I think I went 2-2 in Dead or Alive. So I like alternated. I won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, and then I was out. It was happening at the exact same time as the Power Stone tournament too. So I kept I was running back and forth between the setups, and both of the tournament organizers were kind enough to like either let me go ahead if they were, if you were in another pool, another bracket, they'll work around you because they don't want to just disqualify you for no reason, and or for that, which is a valid reason. I'm in another tournament, so I got out pretty quick on DOA, and then Power Stone. I don't know how else to say this, but to show you. You are talking to a top 8 finalist at EVO.
Yo!
Yeah, let the metal glint into your eyeballs.
It was clearly all the practice you got against me that's what set you over the edge.
Yeah, that was it. It was all that
that was it.
Those like 15 minutes of Power Stone.
I'm so bad at it that you had to practice with one hand just to make it a fair fight.
Yeah. Oh my god, and speak of the devil, Zero Ambition here is the guy who ran the Power Stone tournament.
Yo, welcome.
Thank you for following. Thank you for keeping this game alive. I know I told you this in person, but I want to tell you on the internet. And I'll just say right now, I know I've been talking about this commentary a lot. This man was like, hey, how about you hop on comms? And I was like, but I missed the signal. He was like trying to tell me like, do you want to get on commentary? And I was like, I totally missed it. I played a match, and then I saw Zero, you, and Zagrand, who was also helping out with commentary. Shout outs to Zagrand. I was like, if you guys face each other, do you need help on comms? And he was like, yeah. I was actually asking if you wanted to come on now. And I was like, what? So not only did I get top 8 in my first EVO tournament, I got to commentate an EVO match.
Oh man, like, I'm so happy for you,
dude. I'm over the moon. I feel flushed. This is a high I'll be chasing for a very long time. Thank you for the opportunity, Zero. And my awkward prayer emoji. And not only did I place top 8, I did it with a fucking broken arm too. Like, oh my god.
I really wish you would have been up there accepting the medal. Be like, you all fucking suck. I have a broken arm.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh really, my god. It's that meme of the dude like losing his mind, biting his medal, spraying like champagne everywhere. Yeah. And he's like tense.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. I should have gotten like a bite the medal thing, which apparently. So yeah. Like I'm not saying this to like downplay myself. It wasn't a main stage tournament. This wasn't one of the ones with thousands of entrants like Street Fighter. But for the first year, apparently, they did medals for every single tournament, even like the side tournaments, for the top 8 anyway. So like it's really cool to see them, and it's even engraved with EVO 26 Power Stone 7th place on the back. So I was like, yo, this is
that's amazing,
so
dude.
Sick. Like yeah, it's not like I'm not going to be up in front of thousands of people, but like. I'm at EVO. There's no higher level than this. Like, oh my god, it was so sick. Yeah, Yeah, just and anyone who's in chat or watching this on YouTube after the fact, follow Zero Ambition if you're at all interested in Power Stone, because he's probably the leading man in keeping this game alive, because there's nothing else like it, and it's an absolute blast. I think you liked that when we played it, right, Josh?
Yeah, I did like it.
Yeah.
I think
different.
Police and I had a lot of fun with that, because wasn't that the one where you could like pick up the freaking support beams of the buildings and then use it as like weapons?
Yes, yeah. If you're like a heavy character, you can. Yeah, or I think you can do it when you get all 3 power stones and you level up. Like you can just pick
I like lost my shit when that first happened. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the house coming down yet?
I know. That was great. Oh god. Anyone who hasn't watched them yet, check out our fighter flights that I arranged for Josh and my lovely girlfriend Polisa to sample some video games, some fighting games.
Sample some fighting games.
Yes.
A flight of fighting games.
A fighter flight. But yeah, man, it was so sick. And Zero, once that video goes up on YouTube, please let me know, because I'm dying to like hyper analyze my performance. Like,
I will be sharing it all over my Blue Sky.
Hell yeah. I haven't even posted on anywhere that I've won, or not won, but that I've placed at EVO yet.
That's still like, dude, that's amazing.
I know.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I'm so proud of myself. I was so close to, like I said at the beginning, I was so bummed, broke my arm, couldn't finish the merch that I wanted to do. I was like, whatever. Imposter syndrome was coming in. Do I even belong here? And then running into Tasty Steve like 17 times, thinking about commentary, talking about commentary. I was like, man, it would be cool to do commentary for a fighting game, especially at EVO. I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to do that. And then like right away. And then this other player named Sleepy, who played in that, we connected on Discord, and he, unprompted of anything, just sent me a message afterwards and was like, yo, you killed it on commentary. Like, you could actually like pursue this and do really well at it. And I was like, oh my god. Like, I actually started to get a little emotional. Like, this whole thing made me really, I went back to the hotel and cried. It's like, I didn't even tell my girlfriend, because I didn't say this, but Polisa wasn't with me that day because she was not feeling well. She was like, I was like, this is like the super important day, but no, she was dying. It was not good.
110-degree weather, man. I get it.
It was gnarly. So I was like, I want to text her, I want to call her, I want to, and I just went back to the hotel, and she was like, what? And I took the medal out, and she was like, oh my god, did you win? I was like, no, but I fucking placed at EVO.
It's all that matters. All that matters.
And then,
it is funny, like, the commentary thing you're telling me, I've told you before. Sorry, actually, you know what? You finish what you're saying. I will. My thing is a bit more of a non sequitur, so I'd rather hold off on it until you finish.
Okay. Well, first of all, Zero, thanks for saying I did great. It's very validating, and I'm like, maybe I do pursue this. I don't know. I do have locals, which apparently locals are probably going to start being like more of a thing everywhere. Quick aside. EVO just started this program, or announced this program called EVO Locals, and they're going to be supporting financially and otherwise local fighting game communities, because in order to get people to play more locally. Is everything okay?
I keep hearing her make sounds, but I can't tell if it, for new reviewers. My daughter is sleeping. I have her monitor right now. Because it's almost 10 o'clock for us here, and I can't tell if it's her like wheezing, because remember we got like an inhaler from the doctor today,
right?
Or if it's her like making whimpering sounds, or is it just like random sleep sounds? I don't know. I can't. She's fine though. She's not. It just sounds like she's going. Like, are you okay? Like, what's going on?
She's just singing.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I was still listening. I'm just obviously parent.
Sure. I was just saying I may have more opportunities to try this out because EVO announced this thing called EVO Locals, where they're going to support more local FGCs to start up, to continue going, and be like kind of a. They said their goal is for it to be like a one-stop shop for finding them, because like you got to go across different Discord channels, and are you in the right Facebook group? And this could make all that easier, and it could all be in one place. So super cool that they're doing that. But yeah, you were gonna say something else.
I was just gonna say that the commentary thing made me think of. I've talked about before when I had Matt Corley on the podcast. He did that Pistol Shrimps radio show, where it's him and his friend doing play-by-play for a women's rec league team, but they know nothing about basketball. A women's rec league basketball team. How funny would it be if you and I did play-by-play for like a fighting game match, but since you actually know what you're talking about and I don't know anything, and I would just play into the fact. But then at the same time, I'm like, I feel like that would then like completely kill any momentum you would have of getting into like kind of the more professional space of it, because it would just be all bits and comedy and comedic stuff and whatnot. So I part of me was like, that's a really funny idea, but at the same time I feel like if you continue this and you start doing more commentary, that would ruin any chance of doing like more Evo stuff, because it's just this stupid fucker just saying like dumb shit about fighting games who knows nothing about it, and then you just constantly going
I will have no slander towards my friend. That reminded me of like MXC where it'd be like
most extreme element.
Where just everything you'd say, I'd just right you are, Ken. Tony Babaganoush.
It looks like he did a half twist pretzel into Kamehameha.
You're just like throwing out random like shit. And people who don't know are just gonna be like, oh, is that what that move's called? That could be funny.
He triple plexed his nubs.
Yup.
I don't know.
And you're right, you are, Ken. And you do not want your nubs to be triple plexed, especially at this high level.
And afterwards, all the players are like, we're talking about their thumbs. Actually, that's the nubs.
Yeah.
You don't want your nubs to be triple plexed.
No.
They're like bent over backwards.
Oh god, they're just like in a zigzag. When you go too hard.
Classic triple plex nub.
Yep.
We saw it coming.
He's out. He's got an injury. He may be out for the rest of the season, Ken.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be on LTIR for a good number for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I need to like.
Do you know what LTIR is by any chance?
Not a clue. I thought you just said 4 random letters.
No. LTIR is an actual sports term, long-term injured reserve. It's usually for like players who have like their Achilles like torn or something like that.
Oof.
Or they're or maybe not Achilles, but you know what I'm saying, like tore their ACL. That's a
serious
common sports injury.
Yeah. I wonder, like I was saying like to Felisa when we were watching the finals, like, which God, I got to talk about those, but like the big main stage finals. I was like, do they ever? Because dudes were like, Red Bull is one of the sponsors, so I'm sure they have to, but they're like cracking open Red Bulls and drinking them. I was like, is that a performance enhancing drug? Like, is that if you just like fucking like, I don't know, did a line of coke beforehand, like, do they drug test? Like, is there any kind of juicing scandals that have happened in the fighting game community? Like, I would love to know. Like, dude was like mainlining Monster Energy drink beforehand, and it gave him the competitive advantage, so he got DQ'd. Like, or like, has there been serious injuries?
What would be the equivalent of like weighted gloves? Like in boxing, you can't have weighted gloves type of thing. What's the equivalent of that in a fighting game?
Well,
like you grease the other player's controller before the match.
No, what you do is you put you strap a little vibrator to your thumb so you can press buttons faster.
There's little vibrators hidden in the thumb, like infrared thin strip vibrators, and all of a sudden their thumb just starts going.
Yeah. You
got one of them thumb vibrators you hear so much about.
Yeah. It's like back in the day with Mortal Kombat with Test Your Might, when you had to like mash all the buttons. If you had like an electric toothbrush, you could just like you could cheat that way. This is before like
this is before vibrators were invented.
Yeah, it's before. Man, women have really had it bad. You couldn't get a credit score.
Talk about living in the patriarchy.
Yeah, right. You couldn't get a credit card till the 70s. You couldn't get a vibrator till the late 90s.
We got Mortal Kombat before we got vibrators.
Oh my god, that's a great title for this video. I probably can't call it that. Oh my god. Yeah, but seriously, I'm like, do they test? Like, you could just be like, I don't know, crush up a bunch of Adderall and just like eat that shit like candy, and then just be like, ah! You know? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh god. But no, it was awesome. Everybody play more Power Stone. Like, God. All that to say.
Shout out to Power Stone.
Shout out to Power Stone. There was a player named who did really well, and his name was Snapplejacks. And I was like, Snapplejacks making me want cereal. Shout outs to cereal. Mm-hmm. And then remember the other day when we had the shout outs to food joke? I forget if it was Zero or Zagrand was like, shout outs to food.
just for existing.
Shout outs to food, man.
Just being you.
You're a real one.
Oh my
but no, it was good. It was fun. It was incredible experience. The rest of it, you know, like, it's more of a show floor, kind of like not quite too many games, because that's mostly people just bringing their own stuff, but like, you know, there's a Capcom booth, there's an ArcSys booth, there's any company that has a current or upcoming fighting game had a booth there, which was cool because you got to play, like, you know, the upcoming Avatar fighting game, or like Tokon Fighting Souls, or freaking Invincible Versus, which I talked about earlier. There was like a little AT&T booth where you could play against Sonic Fox, and it was like, if you could beat Sonic Fox, then you get money, which nobody did because, like, well, I think they let there was like a little like 8-year-old kid who challenged them, and like I think they let them win because they were just being nice. But it was cool. There's just, you know, stuff everywhere, swag everywhere. There was a artist alley, a lot of cool merch. I was like, this is dangerous. I didn't actually purchase any merch, but I was like, oh man, this whole merch section and this whole artist alley section is all going to be filled with the stuff that I want anime conventions to have more of. You know, I'm always looking for the fighting game stuff, and like especially the obscure stuff when I go to, like, you know, anime cons, and it was all that. I was like, this is not good for me. But I didn't buy anything. I did get a cool bag that I can reach for real quick. Oh my god, it's my bad arm. Oh shit, that hurt. I found out one of my favorite artists was there, named Zero Type, who was also here's my badge. Who was also kind of an inspiration for some of the designs that I had been starting and the branding on Counterculture. But yeah, really cool, like blueprinty Y2K kind of designs. Obviously, you know, it's a fight stick. I love all the little like cyber-y text and stuff, and it's cool. It's a nice like little tote bag too. It'd be good for groceries and stuff. That was just free. They were just handing out all this stuff for free. Got this shirt. I'm not going to turn around to show you the badass design on the back, but you guys can look it up. I'm going to post. I'm going to post about it. And then last thing I want to say, just EVO specific, was, man, the finals, like the main stage finals, like where you go into the arena and it's just like thousands of people just absolutely popping off for the highest level gameplay of every fighting game. We watched the 2XKO finals, which was that's the League of Legends fighting game, / Arcane. That was cool because it's called 2XKO because it's a 2-on-2 fighting game. So the finals actually ended up being a player named Hikari who was playing as two characters, but you can also have teams. So the other team was Sonic Fox and this other player, Inzen, playing on a team. So it was so weird to see the three finalists up on stage, a team of two, and then one guy playing two characters. And it's cool to see how you could do it differently. And that game is just like super clean and hype, and the animation is incredible, and the matches were so tight. Oh my god, that Tekken 8 might have been my favorite finals. I don't even play Tekken, and it was just so close. So many.
I was
really...
gonna say that's a big thing because you're not a Tekken fan.
Yeah, yeah. I just from the the spectacle of it all. There was so many close matches. And when you one of the most hyped things in fighting game tournaments and things like that is what's called a bracket reset, where if you have lost once, that's double elimination, like I said. So if you lose once, you go move down to the losers bracket, which then if you beat everybody else who's lost once, you come all the way back around again, and then you are facing the person who got all the way through winners bracket. So you have lost once, they have not once at all, or lost once at all. So if you've got one life left, they've got two, basically. And a bracket reset is when you beat them, you beat the winner, which then knocks them down into losers bracket. So you're even now. And now you have to do it again. You have to beat them twice. So you're at a disadvantage. So you're always like an underdog in this situation. But it is the most hype thing because everyone's expecting the person who hasn't lost yet to win. But then when the person who's coming from losers beats them in one match and then resets it, it's the most hype thing. And that happened in just about every finals. I think the only one it didn't happen was 2XKO, or maybe I'm wrong.
That's crazy, though.
It might have been Street Fighter. But it was so hype. Like, I've got videos to post where I've just, like, thousands of people just, like, screaming their heads off because, like, the whole arena's going nuts and the lights and shit and the music. And then the commentators themselves are all losing their shit. Like, oh, my God. It's so infectious. We left there. Like, Policia was getting, like, more hype than I was because she was feeling better by that day. We did Friday, no problem. She took Saturday off, and then Sunday she was back at full force, and then she like was jumping up and yelling and like, yeah, let's fucking go, like, oh my god, let's go, like cheering for like because you can see the personalities of the competitors come through, and like they talk a little bit about their stories and like what they've gone through to get there, and it's just so damn cool. And I love that anyone can do it. Like, you don't have to be like a professional. Like, I mean, there are professional. A lot of these top guys are like sponsored, but anyone can. There, a 15-year-old kid made it to the like top 4 in Street Fighter 6. Like, it's so sick.
I wouldn't say that anyone can, but I do think it makes it's just the barrier to entry is just different. Dude, like, you have to have time and dedication to do it. Not every person has that time and dedication, just like with any sport. Sure. And it is a sport. Like, I understand it's maybe not as physically demanding as like a typical athletic sport, but like there's a reason, like, hell, even like speedrunners for like video games, like, you have to stay fully hydrated because your hands cramp up. Right. Like, it's a weird thing to think about, but there is like an actual like health aspect to playing video games professionally that most people wouldn't think about because you just think of the overweight dude in his mom's basement, swearing at people online. But
that's MMOs.
No, like, to play at a high level, like, it is like, it's not that I know, obviously it's intense. I do find it funny. I do find it not funny, but I do find it like interesting, like you talking about like the competitors and like them going into their backstories and all this other stuff. And that's, I know you're not big into sports, but that is the exact same reason people get into sports. The narrative of it's usually of the team, sometimes of individual players, but like the narrative of how a team got there, and like the story of like here's just a quick hockey example. The St. Louis Blues in 2018 to 2019, I think it was the 18-19 season. They won the cup in 2019, and the reason why their story was so magical is because I think it was like mid to late January they were in dead last in the entire league. Oof. And that is late in the season. There's 3 months left. They've gone over half the season, and usually when you're in dead last and there's only half the season left, it's a miracle to make the playoffs. And they were damn near unbeatable for it. And the story of what happened to it was that I actually was at the game, I think, where it turned around, like their season turned around because they played the Flyers.
Oh, nice!
And they beat the Flyers 3-0. They had a goalie named Jordan Bennington, who was a rookie at the time, come in, and all of a sudden the kid was just unbeatable. You could not score on Jordan Bennington, and this was the start of it. And after the win, they went out to a local Philly bar where there's a song that played. It was called Gloria by Laura Branigan, which was like this 80s kind of pop dance hit, and it became the team's like victory song. Every time they would win, they would play this song Gloria, this obscure 80, I don't know how obscure to us now at least,
Yeah.
80s pop hit. And it became like a slogan, play Gloria. Like that's like all the like that's a calling card to St. Louis Blues fans.
Nice.
And even to a point where, because they won the cup finally, like this bar in Philly is now a St. Louis Blues bar, because it's like their holy land for St. Louis Blues fans. Sorry, and to bring it back to EVO now, but just like you talking about like getting really into the the players' personal backstories and how they got there and their histories. Like the narrative is it's not just the play. The play is engaging enough, but the narrative is what sells sports, man. So I think it's cool that they're laying into that more and more. Not, I mean, maybe they've been doing it for years. I don't follow EVO, so, but still, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's sick. It's the personalization of it. It's getting to see them there, up on stage, going to like any sports event. It's much cooler to be there and see them do it and just like share oxygen with these people than watching it on your TV, and which I was content to do, and that's what I've been doing for years. And Polisa even said, like, when we were in the arena, she was like, you normally just like sit and watch this like from home, like we would just be sitting on the couch watching this right now. And I was like, it was so cool, because I've said it before, Polisa surprised me for this. This was an anniversary gift for us, and a lifelong dream, and she's so supportive. And even through the injury and everything, she was just like, we're gonna go and have a good time, it doesn't matter, like I just want to see this community, because you always speak so highly of it and how much it means to you. And she, like I said, was feeling a little imposter syndrome too, but then through conversations and playing games with people, like her sitting down and playing some matches against people and talking afterwards and watching the finals and getting so hyped, like she was leaving like, oh my god, I love fighting games. And I was like, I don't even have the ring. Like she was like, that was so cool. Like she, like I said, obviously
you could take the ring off the metal there. I'm just saying. There's that little metal hoop that connects the thing to the metal.
I could maybe put that on one of her hairs. That would not fit on a human, anywhere on a human.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
Okay, well, I need to borrow a shrink ray from somebody. Anyone who has a shrink ray
or an expansion ray,
an enlarger, I could
the ring.
Make this thing huge.
Did you set it to W for Wumbo?
Wumbo, the science of Wumbology.
Wumbology, the science of Wumbo. It's first grade SpongeBob. Wumbology, the study of Wumbo. He's so incredulous. That delivery is so good. He's just like, you don't know Wumbo?
I know.
Come on.
That was before the Flanderization of Patrick.
No.
But yeah,
so good,
so damn cool. Just an experience. Probably, definitely the best trip I've ever taken with Polisa. Quite possibly the best trip I've had in my whole life. I mean, it's going up against like 2022 going to Disney and Star Wars Celebration. Like that was fucking huge too. It quite possibly beats that out. So yeah, I'm gonna put top 8 EVO finalist and commentator in my bio. I'm gonna put it in my resume. I'm gonna put it on my gravestone. Like it's just, I'm gonna be insufferable about this.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You should be. You should be. I mean, okay, not insufferable, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, still be proud of yourself, because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was funny. Like last week, you're like, man, I don't know if I should just withdraw from all the tournaments. Like, no. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you did it, especially for Power Stone. You placed top 7 with a broken arm. You should be extra proud of yourself.
Hell yeah. I was saying when we had all our freaking flight delays, I was so... God, also, Zero, if you're still here, I hope you got home safe and without delay, because we got, like, I don't know, hours and hours of delays. I was like, maybe I should go up there and be like, I don't know if you know this, but there's a top 8 finalist here from EVO. So if there's maybe something we could do to speed this along, they'd be like, "Shut up, go sit down with everyone else."
That's amazing, dude.
It was cool. And then super last thing, we spent the Monday after, so yesterday, which I thought was today. Our flight didn't leave until like, well, supposed to be 10:30 p.m. It wasn't until several hours later. So we had the day to spend in Vegas, and so we did a couple of touristy things. Like we went to the Sphere. Do you know about the Sphere?
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, I've obviously never been, but like, yeah, I know what the Sphere. It's that giant, sphere, but like you have crazy concerts and shows inside of it.
Yeah, it's sick, and it's like it's so cool because you can see it from just about anywhere in the city. So like from our hotel room, you can just see like the big ball, which sometimes there's like an emoji face on it, and it's like looking around. It's so creepy because it's so big. But yeah, it's enormous, and we went to see. I guess there was like a Wizard of Oz adaptation for the Sphere there, and it was nuts, man. It was like a whole 4D experience. Like stuff would shake and rattle and roll, and we would like there was pyrotechnics when stuff would blow up, or like the tornado scene, and it's like, you're watching the movie, but it's like it's extended outwards. Like you have a full, like, not quite 360, but maybe like a 270 degree view. Like everywhere you look, something's on screen. Like the movie's in front of you, but like they extend the sky, they extend the sides, and like for the tornado scene, they start like pumping wind and like spraying water, so it feels like windy and wet, and there's leaves flying around like in the auditorium, and like when she goes under the trees and they all start shaking, like they drop all these like fake apples from the ceiling, and like they're just like falling on people.
What?
Yeah, it was cool. It was wild. It was just a really cool experience. I think I would have probably liked to see maybe like a U2 concert there or something, but Die Hard. Yeah, I was like, I was joking. I was like, what if they did EVO here?
There's like broken glass coming in from the ceiling.
Yeah, right. It's like Lord of the Rings, and it's like, oh my god, the fucking Nazgul are here. Because they had like the flying monkeys. Like, I don't know how they did it. It looked like animatronic, like actual, like real physical flying monkeys flying around, and like these little automated butterfly things that would just fly around the auditorium. It was insane. And then the last thing we did was, I guess there's a place. This was the most recommended place of anyone that I talked to beforehand that was like, oh, you're going to Vegas? Go here. There's this place called Area 15, and it's like part art installation, part it's like sci-fi, pseudo post-apocalyptic, like art installation, but also like shopping mall, but also like theme park. Like there's rides, like roller coasters and stuff you can do there, which obviously I didn't do any of that stuff, but it's like there's, I don't know, it's like there's a thing called Omega Mart, and you go in and it's like it looks like everything's a parody, everything's weird, everything's a little off. Like they're advertising things like tattoo chicken, and it's like a whole roasted chicken that has been tattooed, and it's very Futurama, like kind of just weird, goofy, a little off kilter. But then there's like really cool, like big rusty robot sculptures, and it's dim lighting in there with black lights, and there's a tree growing up out of the center that's all lit up with LEDs, and it's really, really cool space. And arcades and restaurants, and we went to this like Mad Max restaurant made by Meow Wolf. Yeah. Oh, they just made a TTRPG? No way. I'll have to check that out.
And speaking of TTRPGs, Jimmy, once Andrew's done with this, I have to ask you about something about Too Many Games, because I didn't see Jimmy there, but he went on Friday, which I did not go.
Oh, nice.
So I have to ask him about the TTRPG thing.
Okay. Yeah, Jimmy, I'll have to look into their TTRPG. Yeah, Meow Wolf is insane. I wanted to do. They had there's some VR things that you could do, and there was like a John Wick experience, which was like, I was like, man, that would have been cool to just like kind of run around and shoot stuff with guns. But we did this thing that was, I think it's new. It's called Interstellar Arc or Arc Interstellar or something. And it's like this whole, it's like an hour long. We spent like an hour and a half there because it's pseudo timed, but you can kind of take your time. Basically, you put the VR headset on and you can like, I guess it tracks your hands. So you can see like yourself in like a spacesuit, and even like little movements of your hand, you can see like the virtual hands through the screen in like this spacesuit. And like even to the level of detail where like I was like, if you look at the back of your hand and make a fist, you can see the fabric like stretching around your hand. Like it's so realistic. Like it was so easy to get like sucked into this. And the whole thing is like you get launched like to this huge space station, like some new colony in space. It's supposed to be like the year like 2600 or something. And you're walking around basically. Have you played the first Mass Effect?
A little bit of it.
Do you know the Citadel? Like,
yes.
It's basically that. Like you're walking around this big, super futuristic, like everything's green and lush, and like you're seeing like levels and layers, and like you can look down over, down onto like layers below you, and it just goes on forever. And there's little achievements, like I got one that was like, getting vertigo, and it's like lean over a ledge, and everything feels so real. And there are some things that you can touch, so like handrails and stuff you can hang on to, and you'll actually feel it in real life. So it's not just like when you're at home standing still. Like you walk through this whole experience, and they're talking about going to the stars, and like there's little Easter egg things for you to find and play with, and little glyphs that react when you touch them. And like there's your guide is like this digital fox that kind of runs along the handrails, and you can go up and pet the fox, and like where your hand touches its ears, like the ears move, and its face tracks you. Like it's so immersive. I was like, I feel like I'm here. Like it's kind of alarming how fast my brain was like, this is reality. I could tell Police, every time I'd look at like Police's character, she'd just be like this. She's just like looking at everything. And because you can see the other players, and oh god, it's so cool. There's just shit everywhere. It's like Vegas is insane, man. Like, oh my god, now I get why people say like Vegas is one of the coolest places. And then we put our lives on the line too, by the way, because we took a one of those self-driving driverless taxis to get
Waze or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like one of those like Zooks or Klukes or Flukes, friggin' Zip Zap Zook, just for the novelty of it, and because they were free, because they were like, we're still gathering the transit data, so like we're doing a trial run right now, so like yeah, it's totally free, which we realized on our last day, which was kind of a bummer because we spent a lot in transit. But that was cool. And then the last thing I'll say, I know I talked about the drunk white girl that was between us, but in between me and Steve.
Yes.
So we ran into her again. She was literally like white trash Elle Woods, because she had a little chihuahua. And she was like, we ran into her again, and she was a little buzzed when we first got to the hotel, but we saw her again later that night, and she was like absolutely out of there. And she was like, yeah, what are you guys here for? And we were like, oh, it's EVO, it's this like a fighting game tournament. And she's like, is that like online games? And we were like, no, it's in person. We wouldn't need to come to this if we were playing online. She's like, yeah, my husband is playing poker, and that's what he does, is he just plays poker, and I just have to just be in Vegas with Delilah. Her dog's name is Delilah. And she had spilled her drink on herself, and it was just like, she's stumbling around. She's like, you guys, that's so cool what you guys are doing. And then she goes... And I told Steve this story, Tasty Steve, this story when I rented him the next time. She was like, and who was that guy, Toasty Steve? We were like, it's Tasty Steve. I think the only one Toasty here is you. So let's continue.
Just a smidge toasted.
She was blasted, and it seemed like this was normal for her because I guess they make their money by him playing poker in Vegas, and she just walks around drunk all day. But
It's my party, and I'll drink if I want to.
yeah, and I told her, I was like, yeah, it's our first time. My girlfriend surprised me. It's our anniversary trip, and she's like, she gets real close up to us, and she's like, oh my god, that is so cool. Congratulations, you guys. She's like up in my face, and I'm like, oh my god, stop. It was funny. It was wild. All that to say, EVO was an amazing time. I highly recommend it if you can afford it. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it next year, but I would definitely love to go again. And I am more jazzed than ever to be more active in the fighting game community. I think my voice is starting to go, so I've shared and overshared. So unless you have anything else,
yeah, we can. You
had something about Jimmy.
Yeah, last thing for Jimmy, and then we'll wrap. Then we'll head out. Jimmy, at Too Many Games, did you see there was an American Revolution tabletop RPG?
What?
Yeah, it actually looked kind of dope because it was like it focused on not just because like they're like the military technology at the time kind of doesn't change all that drastically between like the American Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. So like the cannons being used in the guy was talking about how the cannons being used in the American Revolution, like Napoleon used those same types of cannons, he just had a lot more of them, type of thing.
He's not seen it.
You had not seen this, dude? It was backed by the tabletop RPG stuff. Yeah, it was. I don't even remember what the name of it is. I'll try to look it up real quick. But yeah, it was really interesting. I didn't really. Hold on, Revolution TTRPG. Nations and Cannons. That's the name of it. Nations and Cannons is the name of it.
Okay.
And it's American Revolution, and it's very apparently like very focused on. It's more of a campaign setting for D&D 5e. So you're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Okay.
I didn't see that it was but they have like their own set of books. So like I think they kind of have a similar vibe to it, but yeah. Of it, but definitely didn't see it there. Oh yeah, it was there, dude. You could buy the books from it. I didn't because I don't collect the TTRPG books, but when I saw it, I'm like, oh man, where's Jimmy? And apparently you missed it, so go figure. But yeah, that was kind of cool.
Roll for bayonet. Roll to make sure your musket is loaded. That's wild.
Yeah, it was interesting. So kind of cool. They have historians like on like that consulted on it, so that way it's like highly historically accurate type of thing.
Oh, cool.
Because it's meant to just like it's also meant to like teach history along as being fun. So kind of cool.
Oh, okay, I like that angle. Probably not my cup of tea, but that's cool that's there. That was the most TTRPG I've seen in the past few years. Oh, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, there was a lot of tabletop RPGs there. I was very surprised.
That's cool. I like that games are games. One thing I did want to say, I had talked about this before. I did forget to mention this. Jimmy, I think you knew this game when I mentioned it before. There was a fighting game that was announced for at the Summer Game Fest, specifically the Black Voices in Gaming, and it was called Netcode Warriors. I think I had mentioned it. And it's a 3D arena fighter game. It looks like it plays like Project Justice or Techromancer, and it's kind of got like a Mega Man aesthetic, mixed with a little bit of like old school mecha and like Super Sentai. But that was there, and we got to play it. There's only 4 characters so far, but the creator was there. We got to play like with the creator and just talk about like what we like and dislike about it, and just kind of shooting the shit with him, and that was super cool. And he seemed like caught off guard that I knew it from that reveal, and I was like, yo, like this whole, because there's a whole indie section, like a bunch of indie fighting games, and some of them looked kind of cool, but as soon as I saw that was there, I was like, yo, I have to come and play this game. And he was like, that's so cool. Like, thank you so much for telling me. But we had an awesome time playing that. More people need to. I love when events have indie sections like that, like MagFest. There's a whole freaking side of the gaming center that has indie stuff. That's sick. I had that one on my Steam wishlist day one. Absolutely. That was one of the most excited I was for a reveal that day of any developer, much less, just from that indie showcase. I love the aesthetic of that game. Can't wait to see more. Shout outs to, I think they're called Sun Studios, SON. Yeah. Y'all check out Netcode Warriors. That's my Evo. If I don't think of anything else, any other stories to tell you, I will be posting about them on the experience point. We can wrap up unless there's anything.
Let's wrap. No, I'm ready for bed.
Yeah.
I have to I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm working from home tomorrow, so on my lunch break I'll be able to do it, but nice. I have to pack for the beach.
Right.
So I have to take care of all of that.
Yeah.
And Harvey, my dog, has been in here the entire time we've been streaming, and I think he's ready to go out.
Aw. Harvey Korgman.
Harvey Korgman himself.
Yeah. Jimmy says it reminds me of a 1v1 Smite with better art direction. Yeah, very cool art direction. And I said when I was playing it, it's very like Shibuya Punk, kind of Jet Set Radio. And I was like, this is a game that needs Too Mellow on the soundtrack, who's like this big indie music artist that does like a lot of like Jet Set Radio sounding stuff. And the two devs were like, they both perked up and were like, yo, we just talked to him actually, I'm so glad you said that. And I was like, that's so sick. So it sounds like he may be on the here's a scoop for you. He may be on the soundtrack. They're gonna try to make it happen, which would be super rad. Also stay tuned to the Experience Point YouTube for my interview with Tasty Steve. Once I upload that could potentially do like really good numbers. And I have he dropped a pretty hardcore hot take that I think a lot of people would disagree with, which means it'll probably do really well numbers wise. So this could be very good for me.
Or very bad depending on the feedback.
Right. Yeah. I understood his take. And I related to certain takes of mine that were like that, even if I didn't necessarily agree. It was just the case of like, this game was important, but not. He didn't like it. It was. I can tell you now. It's Street Fighter 4, which is like one of the most important fighting games because it brought back fighting games back in like 2008, where there was a huge lull. But he was like, yeah, Street Fighter 4 is ass. And it's like, that's me with the Beatles. I'm like, I don't like their music. I will not listen to them, but I respect what they did for music. All right. Well, we can head out. Everyone, follow Zero Ambition if you want to see some Power Stone. If you want to see me commentate some Power Stone after placing in top 8, you can see the matches that I play. And obviously, if you're not, follow Josh Koval here at the Still Loading Pod. Follow me if you're not. I don't know why you're here and you're not. I hope you are following. And everyone, play more fighting
with
games.
Your EVO loving joysticks.
Play with your joysticks. Poke yo buttons. Thank you, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Happy Pride.
Your nubs.
Flex your nubs. Happy Pride. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Cheers, friends. Grats again. Thanks, Jimmy. Gonna be riding this high for a while. Take care of each other.
We got Mortal Kombat before we got vibrators.
We sure did, apparently.
Shout out to food.
Shout out to food. Shout out to vibrators. And shout out to vibrating food. Oh my God. Speaking of vibrating food, last little thing. We also got to go to, there was this like grand opening test day of a thing called the Museum of Ice Cream. And we got to go. It's part of the Area 15. It had just opened. They were like, do you guys want to come in and do the whole experience? And we were like, we're at that point, we're like, we have just spent a lot of money all weekend. Don't know if we want to go do this whole thing. And they're like, oh no, it's free just for today because it's our training day. Like not training day like Denzel Washington, but like they were training their employees. So everyone who came in got to go through the whole experience for free. It was like a whole art exhibit with like different rooms with giant ice cream and like a s'mores bed that you can jump on and interactive effects, and every room smelled like that flavor of ice cream, and it all leads out into this huge ice cream buffet. It literally felt like Willy Wonka. The production was off the charts. It was very cool. We lucked out like crazy and we got to go for free. No, Jimmy, the ice cream did not vibrate, unfortunately, but I certainly did after I had 3,600 grams of sugar in me, because the ice cream was unlimited. So shout outs to ice cream.
Shout out to ice cream.
Yeah, thank you guys, gals, non-binary pals. Happy Pride. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Play more fighting games. Go to EVO if you can afford it. And I placed at EVO, baby. Have a good one. Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.